Hi, you're back with Jackie. This is Credit Connector. Also, I have my Spanish channel, which is called Conecto de Crédito. I'm going to be dropping my VIP school link where you guys can register right now for free. That is a safe space. If you guys have any questions, and I can answer them there. Also, in the future, I'm going to start going live and I'm going to start dropping my templates so you guys can fix your own credit. And remember, if you guys have any friends or relatives that don't speak English, send them to my Spanish channel, which is the Credit Conecto de Crédito. Also, guys, this channel is all about you. I want to, get to know you guys. I want to help you. I want you guys to discover your credit potential. And I want it to empower you guys so you guys can understand your credit, improve it, and leverage it. Okay, so guys can have the best credit cards on the personal side, best credit cards on the business side. If you guys have to dispute anything on your credit, I want to give you everything for free. All right, so let's piss off people. So this video, basically what I want to show you guys is credit lies. Okay, people have a misconception that if they don't use their credit is going to improve, and that is simply not true. The credit cards are lying. They want you to use their credit. They want you to leverage their, credit cards. They want you to get maxed out and then have to pay all this money and interest, because that's how they make their money. They make their money by the interest that they charge you. People don't use their credit, then they're not going to make any money. So anytime that you have a credit card that has not been used for 6 months, you kind of, that credit card gets flagged, okay? Every time that you use a credit card, every 3 to 6 months, that helps you build up your profile, your credit profile. So you got to make sure that you use your credit cards. You don't want to have a credit card that has not been used. Also, you want to make sure that you do apply for new credit cards, because some people think that when they don't apply for new credit cards, their credit is going to be better. That's not true. Yeah, you're not going to have a hard inquiries, or, it might not be important to you. But if you want to make sure that that FICO score stays high, you got to play with the algorithm. And one way of playing with the algorithm is using credit. Okay. So if you guys are into the credit stacking, the credit building, you got to use the credit. You got to use it, pay it off, use it, pay it off. Okay. So this is my mom's account. She's older. And I want to show you what happens. I just got this email, basically. Is it spend analysis, transaction? Let me see where it was. And basically, I want to show you guys what happens when you don't use your credit card. So anytime that you have a credit card, a lot of times they do show you the FICO score, okay? So here in account services, you're going to go, this is Barclay Frontier card. You're going to go to your FICO credit score. And I got this email today that my mom's FICO score had changed. So I was curious and I went in because I wanted to see, if it had changed, if it had improved, if it had gone down. And actually, it went down a little bit. Okay, this is your FICO score based on score 8, which that's the model they use now, score 8, FICO 8. And it's based on TransUnion, okay? So this lets you see the score from TransUnion data and last updated. Most of the time, whenever the score goes down, it probably goes down in all 3 credit bureaus, okay? Look what it says here. Lack of recent installment loans information. So what does that mean? That means my mom has not applied for any installment loans. What are installment loans? Installment loans are car loans, boat loans, RV loans, motor homes. An installment loan also is your mortgage, okay? A school loan, anything like that is an installment loan. So basically, you guys have to make sure that you do follow those installment loans to build up your credit. If you stop having installment loans, this is what happens. Your FICO score goes down. My mom hasn't had a FICO, an installment loan in many, many years. She has great credit. She uses her credit card. But right now, if she was to apply for a mortgage, this is something that might be considered, that she has not had an installment loan. So how does she prove her credit worthiness? They're going to think that she's not going to, they're not going to know if she's going to pay on time. So this is really important for you guys. Always make sure to have at least 2 installment loans going at the same time. Most of us do have cars, or mortgages, but if not, it could be, you can get an installment loan from a bank. And these are loans that basically once you pay for them, they stop reporting, but they're still there. People can see them that you had a great installment loan. So these are not, an installment loan is not something that you're going to be using on a monthly basis. An installment loan is when you go, you get an amount, you use it, and you pay it back. Okay. Sometimes you can reuse it after you pay it back. Some installment loans work like that, but that's what an installment loan is. Also, what is the next one? Time since most recent account opening is too short. What does that mean? My mom has not been applying for new cards. Why? Because she's older. She doesn't need them. She already has several credit cards. But if you're a person that wants to try to get, build up your profile because you're going to go in for some massive, funding, you got to make sure to have new accounts. Okay. Don't think that when you don't use your credit, it helps you. It goes against you. Remember, they want you to use your credit, but just make sure that you do pay it on time and you don't max it out. Make sure you don't have any late payments. So let's see what it says here. Consumer who have recently opened several loan accounts generally pose a higher risk because of their active desire to expand their access of credit. Most consumer open new accounts as needed base. High credit seeker behaviors can be indicators that consumer is overextended or over leveraged. These consumers have a high risk of delinquency, falling behind on payments or charge off. Okay. So when my mom when I look at this, basically when you read this, you think that it's telling you the opposite, not to apply. Of course, if you go crazy and you apply for 20 cards at the same time, they might consider you a high risk, but you have to open accounts. You gotta, be in the algorithm. Remember, the algorithm, basically what it is, it's a mathematical calculation, and that's how they calculate, the FICO scores. Okay. Also, let's see what this one shows. So lack of recent installment loans. Currently, credit activity is necessary for actually assessing a credit consumer future credit risk. So what does that mean? There's no activity. So how can they, say that you're going to pay on time, or how can they think that you're going to fall behind, that you're not going to fall behind? You have no activity. You have to have current activity. Okay. It's very important. See, it tells you right here, future credit risk. Consumers who have not used this type of credit recently have limited information available that demonstrates their ability to manage credit. So in order for them to know if you're a person that is trustworthy, that they can trust, that they can give you more credit, you have to use your credit. So every 3 months, you should try to get a higher in credit limit. The way you do it most of the time is through the app, and it is a soft pull. Okay. So do you think that if I go ahead and I ask for a credit limit, increase, they're going to give it to my mom? Of course not. They're not going to give it to her because she has not been using the card. You have to use the card. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Guys, this is the reason why you guys have to learn about credit. People don't understand how credit works. It's very simple, but you have to understand it. Right now, a lot of these credit cards, you might tell me, okay, Jackie, well, you know what? I don't use that much. I don't spend that much. You can pay your utility bill with a lot of these credit cards. You can pay your rent. You can pay your car payment. Yeah, you might have to pay a little bit extra, but it's worth it in the long run because it establishing a profile for you, a credit profile for you. So when you go out to ask a bank to lend you money, they're going to say, you know what? This person has a good credit history. They used a credit card, but they pay for it. They never get maxed out. They don't have any late payments. This is how you build credit. Okay. Until next time, remember, Jackie, subscribe, give me a like, connect with me, give me a comment. I'm always here to help you.